So now it's time for us to start taking side quests back here over in the eastern part of the peaks. And since this ponderous porter has our Aether current and he's likely going to have a chain quest to go with it, let's go ahead and take his first. With the level 68 challenge entitled A Hunger for Trade, the ponderous porter appears to have a request for you. You're not from around here, are you? You never see an Alamegan strike up a conversation with a Radiata resident. Why not? But seeing as we're already talking, I have a job that's just right for an outsider like you. Talk with the girl behind that building over there and she'll give you all the details. She's a bit testy, mind you. Alright. Well then, let's just see how testy you are. About bloody time. Here, take the supply crate and trade it with the merchant and I'll give you for food. He's usually lurking in an alley somewhere. Shifty bastard, you'll know him when you see him. Do not tell him a Radiata native sent you. There'll be no grub for us if you do. Alright. There's that much restriction, huh? Well, that's unfortunate. Scion Rogue Bandana. Okay, so... where is this person? And why are they hiding? Oh, hold on. Okay, no, I thought I saw something that said destination, but no, I think it's around this corner. Nope, not even back here. Okay, where's this freaking merchant hiding? You figure someone of his occupation would be wanting to just jump right out and say, "Hey, I've got a deal for you!" And yet, for some reason, it's not working out that way. Yeah, why are you hiding out here in the corner? You want to trade? You show me the goods first, then maybe we'll deal. Well, here you go. Gods, these are military-issue Mark 43 sedatives! High-quality stuff! Someone snatched a batch a while ago, but you wouldn't believe how quickly Imperial medicines sell. Folk are always on edge around here, you see, never knowing when the Imperial might decide to launch an assault. Some get so worked up that they can scarcely sleep without a little alchemical encouragement. How much do you want for them? I'm a bit curious how you came by this stash, but I'll take it off your hands all the same. Food? That's it? Just food? Well, here's a sack full of salted edibles. Nice doing business with you. And as we're getting ready to warp back over to Radiata, we welcome a new viewer to our channel, BioZurge. Welcome to Let's Play Overall Autism. It's nice to welcome you to the channel. We're glad to have you with us here this afternoon. As Skyla describes all the gear that she's looking to get her hands on now that she's a level 70 bard. But she has very openly expressed her desire to switch over to White Mage. She feels like, she's been very open about telling me that she feels like she wants to help out the Free Company more with members who want to go take on dungeons, and she feels that the best way for her to do that is to main as a healer. So now it just becomes a matter of us seeing how well we can help her out in terms of getting that accomplishment for herself. The complete edition, eh there, BioZurge? Well, you have a bit of distance to catch up to where we currently are, but trust me, it's all worth it every moment. Okay there, Miss Trader. Did you get the food? Tell me you got the food. I did. Oh, praise the heavens, and praise to you too, stranger. This'll be the first proper meal we've had in days. Go back and speak with my large friend if you would. I'd wager he'd like to show his thanks as well. I'm sure he would. Yeah, we're gonna make these people very happy, apparently, today. Hey, Porter. Surprised to see us trading in Imperial supplies? My quick-figured friend once worked in a storeroom in a Castra Mabania and swiped those sedatives before she left. This settlement's full of those that's used as labor for the Imperial Army. The folk in Alighieri may have traded with the Empire, but even they spit on Radiatans. The Army's whipped curs, they call us. That's why we needed you to make the deal. If one of us dared to set foot in that town, they'd chase us out with a hail of stones. Or worse. But now we can eat our fill, get our strength back, and try to move on. Kind-hearted heroes like you are a godsend. Alright, well, we've got ourselves yet another Aether Current. And there's only one more left here in the peaks to get our hands on. We do, but we almost never use it, their control. Yeah, we don't have enough people who have the ability to use Discord to really make practical use of it. So, let's continue on with side quests here by speaking to Mott. Let's take on her level 68 challenge entitled, Give Them the Evil Eye. Mott is whispering to herself in sinister tones. Do you know what a quadruple pulse is? You don't see them around much these days, but I spotted one that's straight from its herd. The eye of such a creature is said to possess baneful powers. I want it. I need it. Now I'm just a delicate lass, but I'll wager you have no trouble popping it free from that wandering monster's skull. Here, I have it all planned out. Bait this spot over to the west with these vegetables, then wait for the Catobopos to toddle over and take a nibble. Then you fling this paralytic powder in its face. That should slow it down enough to let you strike a clean killing blow. I don't want any harm to come to that precious eye. Right then, I'll be waiting. Yeah, what's on your mind there, Miss Mott? Are you like some sort of witch or something? Yeah, so few people that are part of our free company use Discord, and so because of it, we really don't get much practical use out of it. Alright. Get ready to duel with the Catobopos by going around this tree, and then use the paralytic powder on it. Okay. It appears. And it begins. Into the air, not once, but twice. And 3 times for good measure. Yeah, there is a boss fate over there, but we're gonna ignore it. Because I have to get this eye. Now I must give this back to Mott. Well, we're actually members of a larger Discord, where some of our people that actually do use it themselves. But we don't run it. It's run by someone else. Evil eye, how I wish that you were mine. Well, did you get it? Is it unblemished? Why don't you see for yourself? Yes, it's perfect! Oh, just gazing into this foreboding orb sends a chill to my soul. As my dear departed Nana used to say, if you want the nastiest curse, use the eye of a Catobopos. My revenge is nigh, you imperial bastards! May the fleas of 1,000 Yomos infest your nethers! Yeah. You're welcome, by the way. Yeah. You're welcome? Okay, crit hit and determination against skill speed and direct hit rate. Well, I do need my crit hit, so Alright. Yeah, sadly taking it makes me now even slower. Yeah, sadly now I'm even slower as far as my skill speed is concerned. I'm definitely gonna compensate for that when I get my level 70 gear. Alright, let's move on now to Garleans Gaul, and his level 68 challenge entitled Shimmer in the Scales. Garleans Gaul wishes to lay the groundwork for a new business. All you Ethereals in Alliance, we're grateful for all you've done to free Radiata from the grip of the Imperials. Finally! We had to bow down to the Empire and do their army's grunt work just to survive each day. But now that they're gone, we're stuck looking for new ways to make a living. That's where you can help if you're willing. All I need is for you to gather some scales from a purple morpho. Here, take this syrup, drip it on the ground at the spot on your map, and the scent should attract one of those fluttering beauties. I can use the scales to set up a new business, you see, but even one damn morpho is too much for me to handle. Almost lost an eye the last time I tried. I wonder why. Drip honey syrup on the ground, huh? Well, thankfully it doesn't look to be that far. Even then, we will still have to weave our way around in order to get to where we need to go. But isn't Hyperion already on the Primal Data Center there, Control? Haven't you mentioned before that you're based on, Hyperion? Hey, Morpho. Yeah, because I've been on Hyperion before, and that is a Primal Data Center server. Man, that looks so cool. Yeah, put a little pain through ya. I'm gonna take you out. Courtesy of a little Life Surge. There we go. Oh, okay. I wasn't even aware that the whole server or data center had a Discord server. Okay there, Gaul. Did you get the scales? Oh yes, we did. Here you go. Well, these are just... See how they glimmer in the light? They'll be perfect for crafting glamour prisms. It was once my job to scrub the floors of army barracks and such. You wouldn't think that a particularly challenging task until you find yourself mopping up the blood of your countrymen. I mean to put those dark days behind me by trading in things made of beauty and light. That's why I wanted those scales. Thank you for your help. I hope that the same brightness you brought me will shine down on you when all's said and done. Thank you there. Much appreciated. Alright, from one big burly male Rogadin to another. Let's speak with Abel Ant to take on his level 69 challenge entitled Climbing for Atonement. Abel Ant seems distraught at the absence of a friend. Listen, can you help me look for a mate of mine? I've ventured as far as I dare, but there's been no sign of him. He just decided to set out one day for the Arms of Mead. That's the name of a temple to the west of Alagiri. Oh, crap. Yeah, more warping required. The path to get up there collapsed ages ago, but the stubborn bastard said he was gonna climb over the rocks anyway. I can't help but feel that something bad has happened. If you've any way of reaching the temple, I'd appreciate knowing what's become of him, be it good news or no. Oh, something tells me I'm gonna have to fly for this one. Yeah. Look where he is. He's in an area that can only be gained... where you can only get access by flight. Well, every place has had one so far where flying is requisite to complete a quest, and we just found this one. So we'll have to wait until we get the last AETHER current to finish that one up. So let's continue on around here in Radiata by speaking with this dainty damsel and taking on her level 69 challenge entitled A Friend on the Other Side. The dainty damsel would have you pick flowers. You're what the Alliance saw me onto, a soldier. I'd be ever so grateful if you could pick some special flowers for me. I lost a dear friend during fighting with the Empire, and I wish to place a bouquet in her memory. It's just that the fields where these flowers grow are roamed by creatures which, not to put too fine a point on it, would pull my pretty little head off. If you're willing to brave these monstrosities, I ask that you seek out the blooms known as Rhaegar's Gold and bring me back 3 or so handfuls. Try looking along the thirstless path far to the north of Specula Imperatoris. The thirstless path? Yeah, there's where Specula Imperatoris is. Yeah, we would have to warp over to Alagana to get to this one. Wow, they're really gonna have me go far for these quests. Yeah, they're definitely gonna have me going some significant distance in order to get to where these quests are gonna be required to be completed. Yeah, suddenly it makes taking the challenge to get the last Aether Current look a lot more tempting and worthy. In fact, I think once I'm done with this one, I'll just decide to go ahead and clear the last Aether Current challenge in the peaks, just so that I can say I've got it done, and now I can be unrestricted in terms of getting to places where I need to be to complete quests. Because, yeah, given the way that this is going right now, like, the game, in terms of the quests, is really encouraging me to pick up those last Aether Currents. They're really pushing the incentive. So yeah, I think once I get this one done, we'll just go ahead and go over to Cold Hearth and get it done. Yeah, let's go ahead and pick a fight with Rude Suit, I guess, because, yeah, it seems like the only way we're going to get this next one is if we put him out of his misery. Yeah, take this. Let me dive on you. There we go. Yeah, we're going to take you out, buddy. You're dead. Get some Rhaegar's Gold from over here. And there's where the last patch of it is. So we'll go ahead and get these flowers as well. There we go. Now time to detour warp again to Porta Praetoria, just so that we can spend less time warping to the intended goal. But yeah, I think at this point in time now, doing the Aether Current quest is basically a prerequisite. And then of course there's going to be all these side quests here at the Porta that we're going to have to do anyways, so... yeah, so much stuff for us to do. Yeah, we're going to keep going with the stream this afternoon until we've got all these side quests done. Yeah, we might as well do it that way because it only makes sense right now. So let's make sure this dainty damsel receives her little bouquet. Here she is. Were you able to find the flowers I asked for? Indeed I did. Here you are. Beautiful, aren't they? It's said that they only grow in spots that have just been struck by the Destroyer's lightning. Rare and precious, just like she was. I'm sorry, I cannot be to speak her name. She did not believe in the gods, and I know nothing of her homeland's customs, but I would honor her memory all the same. I will take this bouquet and lay it down at the place where we often met in Spicula Imperatoris. That was where I worked, and where she was stationed. Thank you for your kindness. I will mention to her in my prayers. Thank you so much. But yeah, time to go ahead and do something that we really have no choice at doing at this point. The game's telling us to do this, so we're gonna go ahead and do it. And I'll bet you this is where the chain quest is gonna be. Because yeah, every place we've been to so far has had one. And hello there again, Control. So back over to Cold Hearth. I was about to say, does Ralbon have a side quest here? But no, he doesn't. Okay, let's go ahead and speak with Mr. Sagar. And let's take up his level 69 challenge entitled Closing Up Shop. An important individual has yet to visit Cold Hearth, and Sagar is growing concerned. You're one of those adventurers, aren't you? Travel this way and that, always helping folks. Well, I believe I speak for all of us here when I say we need your help. Well, thank you. I'm sure you've noticed, but we don't have much. The only reason we get by is a merchant who comes to us and sells us supplies. I say sell, but it's so cheap you might as well give it away. Well, I guess that shows how generous he is. Trouble is, without so much as a word, he's suddenly stopped coming. I'd go and search for him myself, but anyone who could have kept watch while I'm gone has been conscripted by those damn Imperials. Would you try asking around at Radiata if anyone's seen him? He's always talked about going there, so I figure it's a good place to start. What makes me think that the people of Radiata, given their copious level of distrust, might have taken this guy either prisoner and stolen his goods, or just killed him outright and then stolen his goods. Because yeah, given that the feeling in and around Radiata is that no one can be trusted, this does not bode well. Yeah, in getting their hands on this merchant, possibly, they could have endangered the lives of others. And once you know, we have to speak with the witch Mott. Cold Hearth? Why would anyone sell their wares in that ghost town? I don't know, but it's not a ghost town anymore. How about you, Mr. Augury? A merchant traveling to Cold Hearth? Wait, that's the guy in league with the Imperials, isn't he? Now that you mention it, I haven't seen him in a while. How's that so? Hopefully it's just a misunderstanding. Okay there, Godfrey. Yeah, I've heard of him. His name's Frank. Some folks say he's doing those people a favor, but I think he's up to something. Yeah, we have actually seen that name before in Alagiri. So now we actually get to speak with this guy. Well, Control, I was just basically clearing off side quests, but some of them are getting so far out now that flight is more encouraged. So I'm basically taking it upon myself to do those quests where I can have access to the Aether currents and can fly freely. Alright there, Frank. They're asking about me at Cold Hearth. I'd love to help, but the situation has gotten complicated, you see. The reason I was selling to them so cheap is because someone else was footing the bill. Some Imperial soldier said he grew up there. He went to the Garleans willingly, if you can believe it. They made him a watchman at one of their labor camps, and he's been funneling all his pay to me. Granted, I keep handling my goods at Cold Hearth. Afraid his friends and family would refuse his gifts after turning his back on them, he got the smart idea of sending me up there, selling whatever they need for next to nothing. The thing is, he hasn't contacted me in days. A shame too. On my next trip I was supposed to deliver this bottle of Arak. It's hard to come by nowadays, but he paid me good money to find it. Would you mind taking it there for me? As for this conversation, I'll leave it up to you whether or not you want to tell anyone. All things considered, I think he might have wanted someone to know. I have to finish back with Sagar. Okay. One thing I'm definitely going to have to do on routes to completing quests that are far away when I get all my episodic content all broken down from these streams is to edit out parts where I'm warping back or running back to my intended person in order to complete a quest, because we definitely have run into a situation where we have gone to a lot of running a long distance in order to get to the people that we need to. So once I start breaking these streams down into episodes, I'll definitely need to make it a point to do that. So let's run over there. Yeah, hopefully the people of Cold Hearth will discover what's going on, and that they won't feel too bad for it. Heck, maybe even Sagar has some sort of inkling as to the possibility that there is some truth associated with that. Okay there, Sagar. Did you find any sign of the merchant? I did, but there's a catch. He was paid to come here by an Imperial turncoat? He worked at the labor camp? No, it can't be! Yeah, I'm afraid it is. A bottle of arak. My son said someday we'd... Yeah. I hit you in the fields, didn't I? Never mind about the merchant. Here it's not much, but you deserve it. Thank you for this. Well, yeah, not exactly the way I wanted to get my last Aether current, but we're getting it all the same. And now it can start flying around freely here in the peaks. But yeah, this is something I needed, so I'm glad that we now have it done. So what do you say we go ahead and get Able Ant's friends back safely, now that we can fly around, and get this one checked off the list and be moving on. I wonder if you can actually set down on this crystalline formation, because we know that this thing hovers above Alagiri. Can you actually touch down on this thing? No, it won't allow you to touch down. Okay. Yeah, it won't allow you to set down. Well, at least we can see where Able Ant's friend ended up. He ended up at the base of this giant tree by the looks of it. I mean, it does pretty much stand out amongst all these mountains. So the fact that someone like him would come to a place like this makes perfect sense. Now all I have to do is find the guy. Is this him down here? Okay, yeah it is, but... oh... ah, damn it, we may be too late. Yeah, he's dead. Well, shit. He made it here, and yet it was in vain. We were hoping for optimism, and sadly, we're not gonna get it. Yeah, sadly, it is not something that's gonna be gifted to us on this particular occasion. So yeah, we gotta go tell Able Ant that his friend is not coming back. Hopefully he can be able to accept it and move on. Kind of get an idea of what the tarmac road here around Radiata looks like when looked at from above. I mean, you can almost hold a car race on that. But now to break the bad news. Well, did you find him? I have a mind to give that reckless bugger a good... Nothing, because he's dead. He's dead! God damn it. And damn Rolgar in particular. My mate went to his temple to atone, but that's taking it a bit bloody far. Knowing our countrymen were out there fighting and dying for our freedom while we shuffled along like pack beasts for the Empire, it wears down a man's soul. When my friend heard about how the Fist of Rolgar disciples would perform hard labor at the temple to expunge their sins, he got it into his head to do the same. It's not like I was happy with our lot either, but we were born under Imperial rule. You either did things their way or you died. I'm not giving up. I'll bear the guilt and the glares of my countrymen and live a full life for the both of us. Thank you for letting me know of his fate. Well, I guess I'm glad I could help, but yeah. That's not the news he wanted to hear, and obviously, given the fact that people still think the way that they do, despite the fact that we now have Castor Mabania, it'll definitely take some persuasion to really get them on our side.